Hey there, everybody, what's happening? Just as I predicted, Activision took away their past the Buck and Defcon 2 features, modifications in the modified veteran versions of their maps in special operations. It was a total failure. You couldn't beat it. It was a bust. Now, the reason they even put it out because they didn't test it, and that's their downfall. It shows you how dedicated they are to making a good game. So now we're back to collateral damage where you got to get them in the head and they'll blow up each other. SWAT where you can hit them with a grenade, rockets, or run them over. And the aggressive melees where they just come at you as a mob. You're going to see in this walkthrough, they attack me in the plane. They're going to come all together. The entire plane is going to empty on me, right in the first stairway. So I load up the silencer just for the heck of it. I don't really concern myself with it because 90% of the teams, this is an open lobby team. They don't even bother with stealth. They just go in blasting. Now to try to get on the roof and save the game to get the game progressing, I want to go off sides, out of tracks, out of game, and die. So I will come right back and I'll parachute on the airport roof. I only do this to ensure the game because about 50% of the teams don't even make it into the airport. That juggernaut that comes out flat wipes them out. All they have to do is get the score streaks here in these buildings, and they could easily kill that jug, but nobody seems to do it.
Wait, guys, you should go from behind, though.
I go out of bounds, so I get to spectate and check the team out.
I went from behind.
This team came out pretty good, so I'm going to come back in. I'm going to parachute in. Here's a tip: go in quick, because this is veteran mode. They will spot you out of the sky and whack you. Now, the one thing about veteran mode, they all have to be headshots. I'm bringing my wrong turn LMG. I'm going to tell you why I'm bringing it. It's lousy to shoot. It can't get them in the head at any distance, but it has this function for later on, and you'll see what it does. And that's why I'm using it. I'm not using an SMG or anything like that. I'm using LMG morning. It would be wrong turn. Yeah, that's what it is. As you see, it's hard to hit them in the head, but this is not what I brought the gun for. I'll show you why later. As you notice, I can't even hit broads. This has got a lot of kick. I don't have it rigged up where there's no recoil. I don't do what the pros do. I like a gun that bounces around because that's how they really shoot. I've shot my share of LMGs, M60s, and an automatic M14, M16, so I know the kick it has. As you see here, I can start getting a few. And they got the first scramblers. They got the first info done. And again, I'm not here to kill bots yet. This first part is generally I let the team get the first server here. And it's almost ready. Now here's where I go into action. So by being on the roof, all three of them could go down and the game still continues. That's why I go out of bounds and die to get right on the roof. I saved the game just in case these guys are really bad. We're not mic'd up, nobody's talking. So here's the second server. Now watch where I go. I overwatch it right before the plywood. And now I wait to hit the bots. There's a little better chance here you can get some headshots because they're closer up. The objective here, the problem with this is with the SWAT, when the head blows up, if you're behind that counter, and you kill an enemy behind the counter, the explosion of his head will take you out. So by me staying on the roof again, that ensures that they got the second server. Now, they all three went down, our team revived them. Now here, the only place on the roof you can put a sentry turret. It's not out here. I wish you could. I wish you could put a turret right here, but you can't. Like I'm saying, this is modified veteran. This is the toughest of the toughest. There's a bot right there. So right here, there's our RO3. I'm going to revive them. Put the gun up. Sentry turret. Now I'm going to revive them. There they are. Okay, I saved all three of them, and now I'm hitting on enemies. So eventually they're going to get the second server. That is it. You do 2 servers. As you see, my sentry turret's starting to whack them. Now that takes the pressure off the guys. Me hitting the incoming bots right there like that, where they can stay near that server without being shut down behind the counter where it is. Because like I say, when their heads blow, it's enough of an explosion behind the counter to take you out when you kill them. So my old method of laying down behind the counter there and keeping the server going doesn't work anymore with Modified Veteran. So now that the pass the buck is gone, one, how can I say, random teammate doesn't have 10, 15 seconds. So now you can play the game. So all you guys that want to beat it on Veteran, you can come back to Crosswind this week. Hopefully they don't bring that pass the buck back. They should have learned their lesson. Like I say, that's what they get for not testing the game. You put feat modifications on it so hard you can't beat it. It's kind of ridiculous. I just can't wait for CD Projekt Red to come out with Cyberpunk. I know that's going to be a top-notch game. Because the Europeans, they do care. Now there's also another feature in this, in the Crosswind map, where you can't shoot your gun. It's glitched. And it's never been fixed. I doubt if it ever will. Alright, so now it's time to get to the plane. By being on the roof, it's easy for me to get out of there. As you see, I saved the 3 guys that were down, so I continued the game. Now, being level 155, I have no need to get my kills. I just want the win, and I've had my share of them in all these games. Okay, but you just get to the quad, and even if you got 2 minutes, I'll leave it at the 2-minute mark, and it's easy to get to the plane. Just go on the left-hand side. All right, now here comes the real test. But I preloaded the game with 2 juggernauts and a sentry gun. You saw me just use the sentry gun. Now it's time for the juggernauts. All right, so now I'm up. Plenty of time, and we're getting to go. So as soon as I can, I'm going to load the juggernaut in the plane. But they're going to come at you strong, I'll tell you that right now. Watch this. This is the melee feature. Sometimes, but not always. Here they come. They will mob the stairwell. Now, I'm not aiming high enough. It's ridiculous for me, but I'm getting shot a lot. And this dude goes down really quick. I think the explosions took it. Gotta get him in the head. I'm gonna get revived. As soon as I do, I'm loading my second suit. I didn't have to, because literally we took out the whole plane.
Thanks for that.
Just then. Watch this. I'm shooting out of habit. There's nothing left to shoot. So when they mob you at the stairway, give them everything you got and just run. Because it slows down time. You'll have a certain time to get to this plane. Not a single bot to kill. See that? Not a single bot is left. By doing the melee, the AI threw them all at you in the stairwell. So it's pretty cool. You can just sit right there. Now there will be a juggernaut here. I'm gonna take out this jug. And yes, he's tough. Very win. Now, there was a few bots downstairs. Normally they're here in the doorway, this time they're not. There's one there. One on the left. Now I bust through and there's no more bots. Here's the last one. So I'm gonna get up into the exfil room where we get out of the plane. And I'm hoping that my teammates get the bomb. They have to get the nuclear core. So I'm yelling in the mic, get the core, get the core. As soon as I do, I can blow the door. Now, the final push, it's a tough one. I'm gonna do another video here today that's gonna show you how to take the core around all the bots and put it right to the helo pad. Now, a lot of times in this case, you gotta bring the core to right here at the beginning to activate it. For some odd reason, that didn't happen. You see parachutes down with the core well forward on me. So I hang around the first area just to activate it, get the smoke going, and I reload. Now, next step, kill the hind.
Enemy snipers inbound.
And the sooner you kill that hind, the better you are.
We'll take this offline. On 4, you've got enemy inbound on the LZ. Touchdown.
I'm looking up for the hind.
Exfil is en route.
As you see, they have the core well forward of me. I tried that one game and the game wouldn't activate. So you just never know. So here you go. Here's what the wrong turn is for. 200 round clip. I use it to take down the hinds.
Be advised, 3 inbound.
One clip is all you need to take down a hind. Still losing sight of him. He's keying in front of the teammates. So why can't I'm gonna get another clip? Got a cluster strike and a cruise missile. But yet again, as you see, my teammates are down. I'm going to put the hurting on the hind, and down it goes. All right, so that's the heat off their ass. Now the next step is to get that core around all the bots and get it to the exfil, the helo pad. These are the troop dropping hinds. If you have the ammo or the missiles, take it out. I'm mainly goofing around. I see one teammate being revived, so I'm not worried about reviving them with a team revive. One of them guys is keeping the team alive. So here's the way you take the nuclear core.
One mic to exfil. Keep it together.
Like I said, it's gonna be worth a shit for long shooting and headshots. There, I got that guy a lot closer up. As you see, here you go. Somebody used the team revive. If I see all 3 down where we're at, I'm going to use a team revive because I won't have time to rebuild it by the time we leave. Now I'm down next to the pad. I made it to the pad. He revives me. This is sloppy as heck, but we still win it. You guys can win it too. I get back up the pad. There's the core. Right where it should be. So we start fighting, and right off the pad I go. Right down again I go. And that juggernaut's just kicking my butt. So they didn't revive me this time. All one teammate has to do is jump in that helicopter with the core and you win. And there it is, a sloppy win in Modified Veteran. It's sloppy as hell. See you guys next video.